So the data mining functionalities and the variety of knowledge that can be discovered, like characterization. These are some points which we are discussing. What is characterization? That means it is a summarization of general features of objects in a target class and produces some characteristics rules. Suppose the data they are relevant to a user specified class are normally retrieved by a database query and run through a summarization module to extract the essence of the data and different levels of abstraction. For example, suppose we want to characterize the video library customers who regularly rent more than 30 movies a year. So based from the data warehouse, or we can, with the help of data mining technique, we can classify who are the users, that is who are the customers who can or who rents 30 movies a year. Or if you want to categorize customers which segment of takes entertainment movies, which type of customers take fiction movies. So this type of characterization can be done with the help of data mining. Now next feature is discrimination. Discrimination means how we can segregate or you can separate out, discriminate. For example, suppose we want to compare the general characteristics of the customers who rented 30 movies in a year with those whose rental accounts is lower than 5. Now the techniques used for data discriminations will be similar to the techniques used for data characterization, with the exception that data discrimination results include comparative measures. So the discrimination techniques and characterization techniques are very close to each other. Now suppose next point is association analysis. This means that the frequency of items occurring together in a transactional database are called based on a threshold called support, which means identifies the frequent items. For example, in a shop, if you see somebody is purchasing bread, he or she will also purchase butter or jam. That is called item set together. So one person purchased this, will also purchase that. So another threshold confidence is the probability that an item appears in the transaction when another item appears. It is used to pinpoint association rules. Now this analysis is used for market. For example, it could be useful for the video library manager to know what movies are often rented together. So that could be some association rules. Like in weekends, what type of movies or who are the main customers who take movies for rent. So that is called association, means it is associated with the weekend. Just as I gave you an example with bread and butter, sometimes you see if you purchase something, if you buy something, another similar product comes up, people have also purchased this along with this. That means that is association. Somebody wants to buy a computer, it will say printer is also cartridge is also there for a printer. So that is called association. Likewise, that means from which item is also comes along with it. So that with the help of data mining algorithm only we can find it out. Next, prediction. This we have just talked about how prediction means to identify or predicting beforehand. Like considerable attention given the potential implications of successful forecasting in a business context. There are two types of predictions. One can either try to predict some unavailable data values or pending trends, or predict a class label for some data. Now the latter is tied to classification. In a classification model based on trainings, the class level of an object can be foreseen based on the attribute values. Now prediction is more often referred to the forecast of missing numerical values. So we see prediction is something based on certain value, we can predict this could happen. That is called prediction. So these are the various things like classification, prediction, outlier analysis, evolution and deviation analysis. These are things which we can discover with the help of data mining. Now, what is the role of data mining in data warehouse? Both these technologies support each other. Some factors are there which brings out relationships between both. For example, data mining algorithms need large amounts of data more so at the detail level, and most data warehouses contain data at the lowest level of granularity. Second point, data mining will flourish on integrated and cleansed data, means cleaned data, whereas data warehouse contains data which will be very suitable for data mining. Next point is, suppose for infrastructure of data warehouse is very robust with parallel processing technology and powerful relational database systems. As such, scalable hardware is already in place, so new investment is needed to support the data mining. Now we can say data mining can also be considered as a data warehousing tool. How does that is there? How it is a data mining tool? Now suppose if I give some feature and how it is acting as a tool, that I would tell you. Now, motivation for information request. Now, if it's a data warehouse analysis tool, what would be the question regarding this? What is happening inside the enterprise? And in case of data mining, predict the future based on why this is happening. Means what is happening, that is from the data warehouse data part, you can find it out with the help of analysis tool. And if it is data mining, we can predict the future based on why this is happening. Second feature is data granularity. In case of data warehouse, it is the summary data, and in case of data mining, it is detailed transaction level data. Next feature, if I say number of attributes, data warehouse analysis tool, small number of attributes. Data mining, many attributes. Fourth feature, sizes of data sets for the dimensions. In case of data warehouse analysis tool, not large for each dimension, and in data mining, usually very large for every dimension. Analysis approach. In case of data warehouse analysis tool, it is user driven and interactive, and data mining, data driven automatic knowledge discovery. So this we can say the difference between the data warehouse analysis tool and the data mining tool. So what is the approach of using a data warehouse analysis tool and using a data mining tool in case of same feature? Now, where is data mining applied, or we can say what are the applications of data mining? Actually, there are many applications of data mining across various types of businesses. Like first of all, customer segmentation that we have done in characterization. In case of data warehouse, we can use data mining to understand their customers. Several algorithms are there which helps us to discover clusters of customers sharing the same information. Next, if you say market basket analysis, that means it is a very useful application for retail industry. With the help of this association analysis algorithms, it finds out the affinities between products that are bought together. Just I given you example a few minutes ago that bread and butter. If you purchase bread, you will purchase butter or jam. Likewise, now I suppose in foreign countries it is noticed that in weekends customers try to buy more of diapers, that is for infants. In weekends they do not want to go out for shopping, so they before the weekend starts they go and shop that. So that is how it goes. So data mining helps the businesses to find customers to whom they can sell higher value items during an auction and notify them of an upcoming auction. Now in case of insurance companies, that is the risk management, mortgage businesses, they use data mining tools to find out the risks associated with potential customers. Probably they never knew or that this customer could be a hazard or threat to them because they might pose some risk. So with the help of this data mining, they can find out whether any risks are associated with potential customers. Next area is fraud detection. Like credit card companies, they use data mining to discover abnormal spending patterns of customers. Such patterns can expose fraudulent use of the cards. That means whether customers are misusing the cards or what, they can be detected, and whether they are fraudsters or not, that can be detected with this data mining. Then delinquency tracking. Loan companies use the technology to track customers who are likely to default on repayments. So we can find out those who are default on repayments, whether they are at all might be defaulting or not, that can be found out by the loan companies. Then demand prediction. retail and other business segments, they also use this data mining tools to find out the demand and supply trends to forecast the demand for specific products. Like suppose if I see this product is selling high, so in the future whether this product will again sell more or not, that we can predict with the help of data mining. So now what should be the benefits or advantages of data mining? In real world situations, in a manufacturing company, some employees of a department can be corrupted and there might be a variation between the purchase order and the freight bills. So data mining detects criminal behavior by uncovering patterns of orders and premature inventory reduction. So that is one very big example how data mining could be an advantageous position. Second point, if we say any company which wants to improve their sales for product, they can send direct promotional discounts to its customers through a targeted campaign. That means if I target this particular segment of customers, my company sales would improve of a particular product. So likewise, that is the help with the data mining tools, this can be achieved. Next, in retail chain, they can improve its daily sales by rearranging the shelves. Now, rearranging the shelves means suppose they have kept one product in one shelf, some other product in some other shelf. They have noticed the purchasing behavior and pattern, how customers are looking for a particular product. So based on that, they rearrange the products and arrange in some way so that they can understand. Now, just as I told you that association, bread and butter, obviously where they keep bread, at the side of it they will not keep a shampoo or powder. They will definitely keep a margarine, jam or butter, so that it is very easy for the customer to locate it. So obviously if the person happens to buy this bread, they will obviously go for that product. So obviously they do not have to search for another product somewhere else. So this is called association. So with the help of this, they can increase its sales. So that is why this rearranging, that means they arrange the shelves based in such a manner so that it helps the customer to find out their products and they can buy it together, or in other way the company can or the retail outlet can sell it together. An airlines company similarly can increase sales by discovering traveling patterns of frequent flyers. That also means who are the frequent flyers, means who are flying frequently from Calcutta to Delhi or Calcutta to Bombay. They can find out from their increase in sales. Then again, an insurance company, they can save large amount of money by detecting any fraudulent claims, any fraudster is defaulting on their payment part or not, they can find it out likewise. A manufacturer company can increase sales by forecasting sales of their products based on patterns discovered from the historical data. Historical data, as I told you, it is past data which is stored in the database. Data warehouse is not database, data warehouse, because database is a much smaller term in comparison to data warehouse. Data warehouse is comprised of a voluminous amount of data. So historical data means past data are stored in the data warehouse. So manufacturing company can increase their sales by forecasting sales of the products based on their patterns discovered from the historical data stored in the data warehouse. A banking corporation, like a banking institution with investment and financial services, can prevent loss by detecting early warning signs of attrition in its checking account business. So these are the various types of advantages by which data mining can be various points regarding to advantages, how data mining helps in various sectors. But then there should be everything or every topic or every point doesn't only come with advantage, also they will have some limitations. So what could be the limitations of data mining? Limitations means disadvantage. We have talked about so many advantages, so many application areas of data mining. So what could be the disadvantage of or the demerits or pitfalls or limitations of data mining? There are few issues, but definitely they should be dealt because those are really some points which should be considered as disadvantage.